Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Tuesday morning. Hope you're well. Hope you're looking forward to a solid day of whatever it is that you're doing today. It looks fairly sunny outside, so I'm going to hold on to that for as long as I can, that's for sure. I'm in my pre-gym fit. For once, you're actually seeing me pre-gym, not post-gym. So I'm a little bit less sweaty as well, which is a good thing. But anyway, we're talking about the Spurs game last night, the 2-0 victory at home to Fulham. Talking about some key points in the game. I think talking about some key standout performers. I'll run through my own sort of player ratings on players as well, but I want to give some shout outs to some key performers and just sort of a general feel around of where we are really. So I'm going to jump in. So like I said, we won 2-0 last night at home to Fulham. And I think a lot of us could probably agree it was a game of two halves. I think first half, I thought we were fantastic. Okay. The pace was so high last night. It was something to behold. And this, I mean, don't get me wrong. There were two teams playing. Fulham were at it as well. They were flying into challenges. I know the Paulinho header was a fantastic save from Vicario as well. But the pace was so high, and all it took was one mistake. And that's literally the way it is, and it happened a few times. We probably should have scored way more than 2 goals when it came to these sort of mistakes. But, it's just sloppy individual errors coming from Fulham that allowed Son to get the ball 18 yards out. He made 2 defenders collide and just whipped one into the top corner. It was a fantastic finish from Sonny. And I think it really allowed us to get our groove on, if you know what I mean. I think we were playing well before that. I thought we played really well after that as well. I thought it allowed the game to get a little bit more open because obviously now Fulham having to chase the game. They're chasing to get the draw, chasing to get the win. But also allowed us to then sort of start to pick and choose what we were going to do. I think, when you look at some of the stats as well, I think the second half, a very deceiving sort of thing. But I thought also it was difficult to judge really because, like I said, it's game 2 halves. But the fact we got the second goal really just killed the game off. When you think of the Madders goal early on in the second half, it just killed the game. But after that point, we just went and became a different team, and not in a good way. Normally you go, became a different team. Look at us, we were a team possessed. We were a team possessed of something I've never seen before under an Ange style play. We weren't very good, if I'm honest, in the second half. And I think a lot of fans have kind of said, look at the drop-off from the guys coming off the bench. Oh, it's all rubbish, it's this, that and the other. We weren't good before some of those players came on the pitch. I'll say that. Look, I know Udogie went off. To give you an update, they say sort of a bit of a tightness situation, similar to what Johnson had at the Arsenal game. That's quite a long time ago now, actually. So that obviously Emerson came on and went and played left back. I was surprised to see Emerson come on. I thought we'd put Ben Davies on and keep it quite a natural left side, a left footer at left back. But hey, fair enough. I'm not judging Ange right now. I'm not judging Ange. But I think in reality, we weren't good before those subs came on. I know they brought the treble sub on of Lo Celso, Veliz and Johnson. But in reality, I don't think we were really at it before they came on. I don't think we saw a lot of sort of Johnson on the left. I thought Veliz, by the way, I just want to quickly talk about him. For a guy that is as large as he is, he looks like he can really put his foot down and go, if you know what I mean. He looks like he's got a bit of a burst of speed to him, which is quite nice. I thought Lo Celso came on, made a really good block, leading into one of their attacks, and then actually got himself out of danger a few times, was driving up the ball really well. So I think of all the subs, he probably was the only one that came out of there looking like he'd done something. I'm not going to crucify subs for only 10, 15 minutes worth of play because we weren't really at it at that point. I thought Emerson, I guess, look, the way I look at it is Emerson's not played a lot of football recently, wasn't at it, and he's playing in a wrong position. So I'm not going to crucify him for that. Skip, again, I'm not going to crucify him. He hasn't played a lot of football recently, but didn't really look at the paces, gave the ball away a lot. Made a couple of good challenges, fair play on that front, but did give the ball away a lot. Gave a hospital pass into Richarlison that nearly got Richarlison injured, which wasn't too great. But yeah, in regards to the rest of the boys, look, the first half was absolutely fantastic. We were flying. It was what we expect Ange to look like. The second half, wasn't it? And Ange did talk, Ange talked about how that was probably the worst half we've played in under his regime, really, now. And Maddison talked about how in the pre-season, when we played Shakhtar Donetsk and we were 1-0 up at half-time, Ange went in there and pretty much gave him the hairdryer treatment. And that was purely because pressing is non-negotiable. We press all game. We are doing this. He said, because when you don't, that's how Spurs have played before. And look what's happened. And I love that. I love that he's used our past few years against these players. Say, look, you don't press, that's what's going to happen. And the players can kind of go, oh yeah, I can see what happened. I see what you're talking about. But when we do press, look at the first half. Look at the other games that we played this season. I like that. I like that. It's like a positive and negative reinforcement. Negative, your pressing's rubbish. You're not pressing. You know when your pressing was rubbish last. Look at last season. Look at the season before. Look at this. Look at that. The other. When your pressing's great, look at this season. And I like that. Andrew's got a way to motivate you while slagging you off, but then also gassing you up. It's a weird combo, and I love it. I just love it. But I think all in all, it was a good game. Now, let me talk about the team. I thought Vicario in goal made some really good saves. You think of that header from Paulinho in the first half. You think that Raul Jimenez save in the second half when Kulusevski gave the ball away, but I thought it was probably a foul on Kulusevski, so I'm not going to kill him for that as well. I thought he had a good game. Yes, he gave the ball away a couple of times, but you know what? It's the first game since Brentford that, he's made a couple of mistakes. I'm not upset with him. I'm not upset with him. So that's what your defence is there for. You make a mistake that, the attack's onto your defence, the defence that needs to stand up, and they stood up really, really well. From left to right, Dogi's first half, sensational. Absolutely sensational. What a player. Again, Fabio Paratici, thank you very much. Thank you very much for signing and finding this player. He's unbelievable. So lucky to have a Destiny Udogie at this club because he's unbelievable. My friends and I were talking at the weekend, and he is a Spurs fan. It was his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Luke. And I said, he was saying, Destiny Udogie is the best left back in the league. And I was sort of sitting there trying to wrap my brains around other left backs in the league that I thought had been good this season. And I was like, well, none of them have really been fit as well. So yeah, it probably is Destiny Udogie actually. So fair play on that. Yeah, I thought he played very, very well. Mickey Van de Ven and Romero, class again, as per. I don't need to say too much on those two. Mickey Van de Ven is, for his age, looking like a Rolls Royce. And he's playing next to the genuine Rolls Royce and Romero. Romero was amazing yesterday. Didn't put a foot wrong. Was aggressive when needed to be. Was calm when he needed to be. Also drove with the ball really well. Got us out of difficult positions by dribbling past people, which normally you don't know what you're centre half to do. But when it's Romero, I'll let him. Pedro Porro, I thought was magnificent, actually. Brilliant with the ball. Little dinks over the top to Kulusevski, playing the ball 1-2s with Romero and Sarr. Defensively, I thought was great. He worked really well with Sarr or a Højbjerg when Willian was cutting in and Robinson was going around over the left. So yeah, really happy with Pedro. Just proves me right every week when I said he should have started from game one. But hey, there we are. Midfield three. Now, special shout out to Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Look, I think we all can see that he might be off in January. But do you know what? For a guy who hasn't really had the game minutes, in terms of starting minutes, yes, he's had 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes off the bench, but we're talking about starting minutes. For a guy who came into a game that pace was super high, where you're not going to get tons of time on the ball, I thought first half was magnificent with the ball, by the way. With the ball. Forget defensively, just with the ball, I thought he was magnificent. Played it forward, and I was sitting there going, mate, I've been wanting that for so long. You've got it, just please keep doing it. If you give the ball away once or twice, when you're trying to play a really good ball, that's fine. I can handle that because you're trying. These 3 or 4 yard passes sideways or backwards aren't doing it for me. Yeah, every now and then they're good, but we need the ball forward. And he was doing it, and I was really happy with that. But defensively was very, very good. Loads of great energy. a proper professional performance. And I think it's the key thing, professional performance. He really did go out there and showed reality. It showed to the other players on the bench, hey, yeah, I might not get the game minutes. Yeah, I'm so used to playing consistently quite high minutes. I'll go in there when I'm needed to and I'll play. And I'm going to put some pressure on the guys ahead of me because I want to play some more minutes. It'd be interesting to see what Ange thinks of Crystal Palace and Basuma. That's all I'm going to say. In terms of the other midfield too, Sarr, I think it was Ange said that Sarr was actually unwell before the game, so was only really expected to play sort of 60 minutes. Thought he was good, actually. Thought he was really good. Yeah, he gave the ball away a couple of times, but do you know what? He's a footballer. He's a human, you know? He's also very, very young, but loads of great energy. His link-up play with Kulusevski is really nice. I'm really enjoying that, actually. I'm really, really enjoying that. His link-up, that right-hand side of Porro, Sarr and Kulusevski, I think link-up-wise is good. It's good. Madders, of course, yeah, Madders was baller. Absolute baller. Every single game, he has such a massive impact on how we play and a massive impact on if we win the game or not, or draw the game or not. You know, in the games we've drawn, he's got obviously the 2 assists against Brentford first game of the season. You think of the second game that we drew, 2 assists in that one as well. So he's had the 2 draws he's had a massive impact on. But the games that we've won, he's had such a huge impact on. And yeah, he finally got a goal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, so happy for Madders as well. It was a great little finish and probably could have had a couple more had Sonny maybe not gotten his way once or twice. But hey, do you know what? It is what it is. In terms of the top 3, Richarlison, I thought he was actually probably in the first half our best player. I genuinely did think that. Worked so hard defensively, held up the ball really well, good link-up play as well. Played some good balls into the box for Sonny and Kulusevski or Sarr or Madders, whatever it might have been. But actually, I thought he had a really good first half, Richarlison. I know, look, we're so used to seeing Son on the left and Kane up front. I know it's not exactly the same, but I thought for a guy who has kind of been kicked and pumped and punted and punched a little bit, thought we had a really, really good first half. Second half, yeah, maybe dropped off a little bit, but that's because the whole team dropped off a little bit. So it's one of those ones. Kulusevski on the right, thought it was brilliant. Thought it was absolutely brilliant. You know, great on the ball. Didn't give the ball away stupidly. You know, drove us out of quite difficult positions at times. I always look at Kulusevski as a bit of a safe pair of hands sometimes when you got the ball and you need to kind of get up the pitch. It doesn't really give the ball away. But yeah, trickery was there. Work hard defensively. Good Lord, that guy covers so many yards. He must be just flat out dead by the end of the game, honestly. He's just there. He must be there going, everyone's, you know, and just giving it a team talk. Kulusevski must be on the floor just going, oh my God, can someone carry me home, please? That boy needs an ice bath or two, I can tell you that. And yeah, Sonny up front, yeah, obviously got the fantastic finish for the first goal. I thought he was great, worked super, super hard. You know, look, he looked disappointed coming off, but you know what? I wanted him to come off maybe a few minutes earlier than that, to be honest, and just kept him fresh for Friday's game against Palace. And yeah, same with the Madders. You know, had we been 3-0 up, I'd have liked to see a Phillips come on. I'd like to see a bit of a big old change for some of the main players to get off the pitch, get on the squad players, get through the rest of that game, ready for Palace on Friday night. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, overall, really good game. Spurs top of the table again, which is nice. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm not really caring about, you know, top of the table. What I'm caring about is when we come to the Premier League is where are we sitting? How are we doing? You know, when I look at, I'm just going to bring it up now. When I look at, you know, when we compare, I know people talk about the 5th place position potentially being a position of a Champions League position. I'm going to more care about 4th and I guess 5th as well. But 4th is Liverpool. We are 3 points clear of 4th. And we look at 5th, we're 4 points clear of 5th. So beyond that, we're already 7 points clear of 6th in Newcastle. So we're sitting in a really good spot right now. You know, top of the table is always nice, but hey, there we are. Hey guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video if you did. Hit me in the comments section below about your thoughts and feelings about the game tonight. Give me standout performance as well. I'll tell you what, mine, I'm probably going to go with Romero, Højbjerg. Give me a little bit of Madders and Sonny. I think those were my main 4. I think first half I would have thrown Richarlison in there, but second half was a little bit slower there. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Had a few more recently, so welcome if you are new. And yes, hit the bell notification for more. But guys, that's the end of the video. I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.